Tracy with the Limelight Pet Project, and today we are in beautiful Redmond, Washington at Save A Forgotten Equine with Terry Phelps. And who do we have for adoption today?
This is Freya. Freya is a 30-year-old Morgan type mare that came to Safe earlier this year. She is a retired companion and available now with a full clean bill of health, ready for a new family.
Now, you say she's 30 years old, but if you look at her, she's in great health. Morgan types tend to be pretty long-lived horses, so
yeah, that's the one thing that the vet said when she came in and did her dental, and said these teeth look great, and she's got a great body. She has no lameness. Of course, she's older, so there's probably some arthritis in there. We do give her some glucosamine to help with that, but she's not on any other sorts of medication, and she's really comfortable. She used to be a riding horse, and so she does have, that in her past. But here at Safe, at 30 years old, we figured that the best thing for her is just to have a good, relaxed life.
Yeah.
And not have to be forced to do any sorts of work.
Yeah.
That said, if somebody who adopts her wants to walk around with a grandkid up there, bareback or something like that, they're more than welcome to do that. She's actually really gentle for stuff like that.
Well, and she's such a sweetheart. She's earned a semi-retired life.
Yeah.
So how would you describe her personality?
She is one of the calmest and relaxed horses here at Safe. So we've been able to recently start helping our volunteers again since we're getting out of the pandemic, we're opening up a little bit for learning opportunities with our volunteers. And so Freya's helping out the volunteers learn to groom, how to properly halter and lead a horse. And so she does well with new people. She's one of the horses that I can pretty much send anybody in here and know they're going to be safe. Walking into her paddock, putting on the halter, bringing her into her stall. She's a great mare.
What are some of her favorite things to do?
She does like her buddy horses. She came in with a gelding, so she would do well with another type of big or small horse. We do have her up, she's had some fence line friends with mares, and they've also gotten along very well and groomed each other across the fences. She is, right now we're kind of in that stage where we don't have we have our smaller winter pens, and so we haven't turned her out with any other horses here. But when she was out with her gelding buddy, as they came into Safe, she was kind of passive to him. He would, kind of move her away from the hay box, and she would just saunter away and go to the other hay area. So she's a nice, relaxed type of companion.
So if she was able to talk, how do you think she would describe her ideal living situation?
Oh, Freya, what do your wise words say? I think she's a been there, done that, very wise woman, and she knows exactly what you need. Sometimes she may think, oh, do you really? Okay, I'll come walk with you over here. So she's got. She probably knows a lot more than we do, and that's, I think we have to respect.
Yeah, but she feels very zen and wise.
Yeah, she does enjoy grooming and brushing. So even this morning, our friend Sue was here grooming her and said that she was really stretching into the scratches and stretches this morning. So she enjoys her time with people as well.
And then she would probably be looking for a home where she would have at least one other companion of the four-legged variety. Yeah,
horses do best with other herd type animals. So a horse, goats, donkeys, sheep, they tend to match up well with. But if some people call and oh, I have a dog, and dogs are not appropriate companions for the horses. They need other animals that can watch over them when they lay down and sleep, that keep kind of eyes up as everybody the other horse takes a rest. And so I think that's important for them to have that comfort. And part of our requirement for our adoptions is that there's another herd type animal.
I love how relaxed she is here. She almost looks like she is going to fall asleep.
And she is.
And what's your favorite thing about her?
Oh, Freya. Well, like I already said, I like older mares in their wisdom. I think that I have a lot to learn from her if she could tell me all the things and stories. But one of the best things about her is just the fact that I know we're safe around her. I know that sounds really strange for me to say, but we work in an industry of rescue where a lot of horses come in troubled. Some are dangerous to be around. They're very afraid and nervous. And it's so nice to have a horse come in that loves being loved with you, easy to handle. You know, you can come and give her a hug and you know that she's not going to jump back in fear. All the other ones are getting there and they learn that, but it's so nice sometimes just to have one that's so easy that comes in. And why it's also important for us to make sure, you know, these horses get overlooked sometimes as a senior horse that's not a riding horse anymore. People would think, you know, she doesn't have, you know, where's her value? And I think she has a ton of value, not only as a friend to their horses at home or companion, but also for young people to learn how to be around horses safely. You know, I'd feel no question sending a young person in here to halter her, to take her for a walk, to brush her, as long as she's, you know, watched over by adults.
Right.
She gets a little bit nervous when she's away from her other horse friends. So, you know, it's important that she feels that comfort of the other horses around. But she's just been so easy. Our vets and farriers all have said how nice it is to work with her.
Right.
When we went to go pick her up, she jumped right onto the trailer, and she stayed contently and quietly in the trailer while it took us about 2 hours to load the other horse that came in with her who was troubled and upset.
Yeah.
So I think she's just amazing.
Well, and with herd dynamics, it's often hard to find a horse like her that is really great as a companion. And it's also really hard to find a horse, like you said, that you can just completely trust and you can just relax. I mean, I feel like she's the type of horse that would love to hear about your day and everything that you've been going through. And at the end of the conversation, you're just going to feel so much better. Are you a good listener, Freya?
She says, I've had my morning breakfast. It's time for, you know, midday snoozes. She's so cute when she comes into the stall. As she walks down the barn aisle, you know Freya's coming because she makes these little noises with her nose as she walks. It's brr, brr, brr. And she's sniffing almost, I think, every horse as she walks by. It's so cute.
She's taking an inventory of who's
She
in there.
is. And I mean, like I said, we just moved our horses from summertime, turnout all the time, to coming into the stalls at night. She did it no problem. She was relaxed in her stall within a day. She loves her food in there. She knows the routine. She's just so easy to get along with.
Now she's pretty relaxed right now, but Safe has something pretty exciting happening next month. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, on December 5th, we're having our open house. We're so excited that the pandemic is at a place where we feel comfortable. More vaccines are being out, and we can be outside at this nice event. We're doing a holiday bazaar, so there'll be shops open for little gifts to take home, also tours around the property to see the horses and meet horses like Freya. And then we also have our two resident minis, Sunny and Shasta, who will be dressed up as little elves and ready for some holiday photos. So there's a little donation that's asked for coming in and sitting down with the minis. We welcome families, all ages, grandpas and grandmas, grandkids, everybody, and even well-behaved dogs on leashes are welcome to come for the photos.
Oh, wonderful.
And that's on December 5th.
All right, so mark your calendars for December 5th.
Yes.
And so if somebody sees Freya's segment and they think they have the perfect home for this senior sweetheart, how do they reach out to Safe?
We have an adoption process, so applications online at safehorses.org. They fill out the application, I will give them a call, and we'll set up a time if it sounds like she is a perfect fit for them to come out and meet her. Due to COVID, we just want to make sure that those interviews happen prior to visits to make sure that we're matching you up with the right horses. And then after a visit, we'll come out, we groom her, spend time with her, go for walks, kind of get to know her personality and see if she is who you know, what you're looking for. We do a 30-day trial after we do we do reference checks and site visits, and then we do a 30-day trial. Yes. And then we follow our horses every year with our alumni program. So every horse is visited either in person or online, virtually. Sometimes we're able to do a few of those, but we're checking in to make sure that the alumni always know they're part of our community.
Mm-hmm.
So if anything should happen or Freya ever needs us again, we're there to help her out.
Wonderful. Well, here's to hoping somebody sees this segment and they think they need to have this senior goddess in their lives.
Yeah.
What do you think, Freya?
She does. You see her little
know,
lip
she's
twitches. They're
sweet.
so cute.
Sweetheart.
I think she may be growing a little winter mustache.
Oh.
It's one of my favorite things on a chestnut mare. You see she wiggles her lips on me. You're so sweet, baby. She's like, oh, let me sleep.
Well, thank you so much, Terry.
Yeah,
and thank
you, guys.
you, Freya, for joining us this morning. And this has been Tracy with the Limelight Pet Project, and we shine the light on harder to adopt pets because their stories are worth telling.